Students, we are given this question: 2x negative 3 multiplied with 6x negative 1 multiplied with 3x negative 2 multiplied with x negative 2 followed by negative 5 equal to 0. Now, the most important point you have to know is to rewrite the equation suitably. Okay, that would help you to solve this question. So in this case, I'm going to start off by writing 2x negative 3 followed by 3x minus 2. So the first term with the third term, the second term with the last term. So make sure that you are able to recognize the patterns that would help you to solve these questions. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform the multiplication. 2x negative 3 multiplied with 3x negative 2. So this would give me 6x squared negative 4x. This is negative 9x positive 6. Rewriting 6x squared negative 13x positive 6. This is what we've got. So I would write that 6x squared negative 13x positive 6 times, I would multiply 6x negative 1 with x negative 2. 6x squared negative 12x negative x positive 2. This is 6x squared negative 13x positive 2. I would write that 6x squared negative 13x positive 2 negative 5 is equal to 0. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be considering these two terms. So let y be equal to 6x squared negative 13x. So this would mean I would now have y positive 6 multiplied with y positive 2 negative 5 is equal to 0. I can multiply those terms. Y positive 6 times y positive 2, y squared positive 2y positive 6y positive 12. So this is going to be y squared added with 2y plus 6y, and that is going to be y squared positive 8y positive 12. So I would place that term, y squared positive 8y positive 12 minus 5 is equal to 0. This would give me y squared positive 8y positive 7 is equal to 0. I take a equal to 1, b equal to 8, c is equal to 7. Use the formula. In this case, it's y is equal to negative b plus or minus root of b squared negative 4ac divided by 2 times a, which is going to be negative of 8 plus or minus root of 8 squared negative 4 times a times 7 divided by 2 times 1. This is negative 8 plus or minus root of 64 minus 28 divided by 2. So 64, 28, so that would give me 6 here, and 5 take away, from 5 you take away 2, that would give me 36. So this is negative 8 plus or minus root of 36 divided by 2, which would mean y is equal to negative 8 plus 6 divided by 2, which is negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1, and then y is equal to negative 8 negative 6 divided by 2 followed by negative 14 divided by 2, so that is going to give me negative 7. So I've got two values, so therefore y is equal to negative 1. Okay, but I have taken the value of y to be as 6x squared negative 13x is equal to negative 1. So this is one equation. And the next equation, y is equal to negative 7. So I've got 6x squared negative 13x is equal to negative 7. So let us work that out. So we got 6x squared negative 13x is equal to negative 1 at one place, and 6x squared negative 13x is equal to negative 7. Rewriting this would give us 6x squared negative 13x positive 1 is equal to 0. 6x squared negative 13x positive 7 is equal to 0. I'm going to use the quadratic formula. A is equal to 6, b is equal to negative 13, c is equal to 1, x is equal to negative b plus or minus root of b squared negative 4 times a c divided by 2 times a. This is negative of negative 13 plus or minus negative 13 squared negative 4 times a is 6 and c is 1 divided by 2 times a is 6. So this would give me positive 13 plus or minus root of 13 squared 169 negative 24 divided by 12. So I've got 169 and 24, this will give me 5. So this is going to be 13 plus or minus root of 145 divided by 12 for the first part. For the second part, I take a is equal to 6, b is equal to negative 13 and c is equal to 7. I use the formula x is equal to negative b plus or minus root of b squared negative 4 times ac divided by 2 times a. This would give me negative of negative 13 plus or minus root of negative 13 squared negative 4 times a times c is 7 divided by 2 times a is 6 here. So this is going to be 13 with a negative sign on either side, so that's going to be positive, plus or minus the root of 13 squared is 169 negative 6 4s are 24. So you got 24 multiplied with 7 4s are 28, 2 7 is a 14 15 16. So you got 168 divided by 12. So this is rewritten as 13 plus or minus 169 negative 168 will give you root of 1 divided by 2. So from here, therefore x is equal to 13 negative 1 divided by, it's actually 12 there, right? So that's equal to 12 divided by 12, which is equal to 1. And x is equal to 13 positive 1 divided by 12, which is going to be 14 over 12, which is going to be 7 divided by 6. So therefore the roots are 13 negative root of 145 divided by 12, 13 positive root of 145 divided by 12, and you got 1 positive 1 and 7 over 6. So these are the roots, and that completes the solution for